for being here.
Thanks for having me, guys. I'm so excited to be here.
Last year, you won a gold medal in the Commonwealth Games, setting a new Commonwealth Games record and personal best.
Yay!
Nice. So when you hear those accomplishments, what do you think?
It makes me so happy that when you work so hard and you're putting in all those hours and, blood, sweat, and tears, that finally when you get that onto that podium and you're not just representing yourself, but you're representing Canada, it is such a great accomplishment and you just feel so warm and happy inside. There's nothing like that feeling.
What first attracted you to pole vaulting?
I think as a child, I've always wanted to fly. See how high I could fly, and that was the one way that I could fly high. And so the higher I get, the more I fly. And I think now turning that into what I do every day, I get to fly every day, and I feel like a superwoman.
Cool.
Well, you are. Absolutely.
Cool. Now, when I was reading about you, I learned that your first love was gymnastics, but then you got hurt and you couldn't do that anymore.
Yes.
So what was that like, to love something but not be able to do it anymore?
Yeah, I think that was the hardest part in my life, where I was told that I wasn't allowed to do it anymore because I was getting too tall, and I actually fractured my L5 vertebrae. So I ended
L5
up
vertebrae, that's like your back.
your back,
spine.
Wow.
your spine. It's the little bones all hanging off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the L5, it was just cracked a little bit,
Okay.
and it gave me so much pain. And as a child, you don't want to have pain.
No.
And then you work through it, you try to get better, and then finally we decided that we needed to retire and move on to that and find something else we're passionate about, because there's so many opportunities in life, and that we needed to keep going. Yeah.
What do you do to relax?
I think I have a lot of other hobbies.
Yeah.
Like I love fashion, and I love interior.
Like my sister.
Yeah,
My sister Soleil, fashion is her passion.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that. Fashion is my passion. I like that.
Yeah.
And you have to find other hobbies, because if you are so focused on one thing your entire life, it's get dwelling, and it's hard on you.
Okay.
You have to have other passions and love in life, and that's what I try to focus on. Not just being an Olympic athlete, doing things outside track and field and seeing what else I'm great at. I think a lot of people in my life have inspired me, from my parents to my mom to, I remember my first ever track athlete was Felicia George, and she was a hurdler for Team Canada, and I just loved how powerful she was on the track, and how she came across as this very strong woman. That athletics is not a manly thing. Athletics can be beautiful, and you can be passionate about it, and you can look pretty and still be an athlete.
Nice.
I think I loved that part, and then I totally kept going into other things, and then started seeing other pole vaulters, and then, like I said, I've always wanted to be a superhero, so I was like, oh well, superheroes fly, so I want to fly now.
You said you graduated from University of Miami.
Yep.
In exercise physiology and nutrition.
Yes.
Whoa.
Both very scientific things.
Very.
Do you use science in your competing?
Yeah, so like I said, I wanted to go to school so that I could learn about the human body, and I could learn about what I could do to benefit myself without asking other people and trainers, and I could just know the answer myself. So I do use that in my athletics nowadays with nutrition and exercise phys. I kind of know when something's not feeling right, then I can go right to my trainer and say, my hamstring's a little tight, and I know the terms, and I'm able to work through it with them.
Being an Olympian and competing in sports, you lose. So how do you deal with loss?
I think I take loss and failure as a lesson. I always say that when you fail, you actually got a lot better than you do when you win, because you learn something from it, and you don't want to feel that feeling again. So it hurts, you cry, you get sad, you want to go back to the drawing board or want to go back into the lab, but at the end of the day, you learned from that experience. If you didn't have that experience, you wouldn't know what it feels like.
You were bullied when you were in school, you had to give up gymnastics, you've had some injuries. I read about one thing where the airplane destroyed all your poles on the way to a meet one time.
No.
Yeah, they all broke,
So what advice do you give for people about following their dreams and their passions?
I think the number one I tell people is you have to have a big dream. And the biggest dream, my number one, was to be an Olympic athlete and represent Canada. I didn't know how I was going to get there. I didn't know what sport I was going to do to get there. But my mom said when I was little, I was watching the Olympics every 2 years, the Winter and Summer Olympics. So they put me in all these different events. And it wasn't until gymnastics where I would hide from my parents and they couldn't find me because I was there. I just wanted to be there and never leave the gym.
Yeah.
But it happened that, oh no, I ended up growing from 5'5" to 5'8" in a year, which ended up hurting myself. So now another door opens. Oh, now you got to retire. What's going to be next? Okay, we'll go to school. We'll put you in track and field, swimming and diving. Well, my first meet as a pole vaulter, I broke a record. Okay, there's another door opens. So there's tons of doors. There's never a door that's shut and you're locked there. You're always able to find what you love and make it into different ways that you can find, you know?
Nice.
And that's what I love about it, because my mom says, you know, you're maybe not going to be the best pole vaulter. Maybe there'll be something else that you find that will make you a gold medalist. You don't know, right? So you just have to give it your all. If you love something and can't stop thinking about it, don't stop living for it.